We live in a very dynamic, complex social structure where the needs are enormous, but the resources are not apparently sufficient. As a government, there is a fundamental fiduciary and social responsibility to be the trusted custodian of public funds. As a country, when we look at policies, procedures, growth, expansion, and development, the focus is placed on specific core areas in the broad spectrum of society. The key things that are sought after across regions, diversity, ethnicity, and multicultural melting points is health and well-being, the human services need, the ability for people to connect, transportation, airports, buses, ports, tolls, infrastructure, whether it is buildings, roads, utilities, water, wastewater, or solar power. In all this, also to create structures to protect oneself in the uncertainty of new types of wars like combating the continuum of cyber war crimes and the faceless global terrorism is of paramount importance. The challenge for the government is always to accomplish more in shorter timeframes with the given constraints. The areas of greatest challenge for the government come from the needs and methods of management to solicit and win public trust. Understanding and internalizing the pulse of such a responsibility has been Angarai's demonstrated success, to be that trusted advisor and partner. With its headquarters in Greenbelt, Maryland, Angarai, established in 2003 by Venkat Subramanian, a U.S. citizen, seeks to provide holistic management solutions to its global customers for the transportation and infrastructure, health and human services, and defense and security agencies at the federal, state, and local level.
I started Angarai because I felt there is a need in the marketplace for program, project management, oversight, and change management arena, particularly after working for global consulting firms in multiple countries. I felt there is a niche area where we can be a trusted advisor to the clientele in supporting their various initiatives and looking at it holistically from the point of view of project management, governance compliance, oversight, as well as change management of the organization.
With a 360-degree viewpoint in policy, implementation, monitoring, technology, and oversight models, Angarai's demonstrated focus and bandwidth with its partners and subject matter experts has been to provide a holistic roadmap that is efficient and effective, meets the customer's goals and objectives, and stands the test of all government compliances.
You know, I really think Angarai works in those domains based upon several factors. It includes the history of the owner, Venkat Subramanian. It also is the people he attracts around him. Those people are well-versed and are basically subject matter experts. So they bring a lot to the table in terms of experience, lesson learned, and other criteria that make for a valuable team and valuable assets in getting the job done.
Our employees are our biggest asset. The ability for them to show that passion, commitment, that value proposition to that particular business problem of our customer is amazing.
By 2016, the electronic health information systems industry is supposed to grow to more than $18 billion globally. That creates tremendous opportunities for Angarai. The opportunities lie in the areas of project management and quality management. The opportunities are tremendous in the areas of electronic health insurance exchanges, in the areas of telemedicine, which is rapidly growing, and then public quality safety as well.
Angarai is primed to provide quite a bit of experience in this area. We've been very successful in the transportation industry with Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority. We've been working with Parsons Brinckerhoff very successfully, as well as creating best practices, performance measurements, and structures for organizations in both state, federal, and local government.
Angarai, from an operational perspective, looks to the future by expansion of its existing engagement histories and existing strategic partnerships. We also look to expand new market services and products by teaming up with strategic partners and leveraging our previous or existing partnerships that would complement our core competencies.
We are so proud of our team to be able to deliver that value proposition to our customers.
Angarai's DNA is built on the passion to excel. As the company enters its 10th year of operation, it has been an amalgamation of many moments of collaboration.
Our customers are government entities, federal, state, local, and quasi-government entities. We have worked successfully with some of the small transit entities to one of the largest transit organizations in the country. We have worked very closely in providing our services to the health and human services entities at the state level, at the federal level, as well as at the local level. But predominantly we tend to stay in the government arena where we provide that service of being the additional pair of eyes.
The culture of Angarai that I most admire is the diversity. The diversity here with Angarai's employees, the diversity of Angarai's partners, of which I am one, and even the diversity of the clients that we service. We do, I believe, a very good job of taking advantage of that diversity and the various and sundry skill sets that we bring to the table.
I suspect that when we first got started here, the concept was that Angarai would be more associated with a lot of the technical work. And when I say technical, I mean that really from a technology standpoint. The authority does have a lot of work related to upgrading their computer network, their computer software, and things of that nature. However, Angarai was quite flexible with us, and some of that type of work didn't pan out to start with. Now we're into our 3rd year of contract, and maybe it'll move in that way, but now for the first 2 years, really a lot of the work has been associated with contract administration, traditional construction activity, and things of that nature. And Angarai was flexible enough to actually move in that direction and help us and support. So from that perspective, you know, that's where I see a great deal of value from Angarai.
From a localized level, making sure that once we get the process in place and then we have our own internal processes that we deal with our team members, sharing that with Angarai as well, and almost mentoring them through the process as opposed to telling Angarai what to do. And I think that's been helpful to us. The more and more we've done this, the more and more we have reached out to Angarai to assist us on tasks. It's becoming more of second nature, if you will, to where it's almost we pick up the phone, okay, we have this task, and you guys fill it, and boom, everything's there because we've gone through the process together. And we hope to go through this process for many, many more years and many more options and even future recompetes. This has been, I think, a win-win for us all.
In terms of the relationship and developing and pursuing a relationship with Angarai, I find that, again, relatively easy and relatively comfortable, because it's a partnership with which the Artemis Group and Howard Freelander personally can feel very comfortable and working with this firm, this young and competent firm, grow.
There are times when I remember when Venkat, Kevin Malachi, various team members where we stayed here over in the old office and this new office overnight many times, working on proposals, making sure that things were just right. And so you don't find that in very many organizations where, from the top down, people will stay and go the extra mile, so to speak, to ensure that everything is covered, to ensure that the end goals of the customer is met, and frankly making sure that whatever product we deliver, whether or not it's a proposal in response to an RFP, or whether or not it's a technical solution that we're trying to solve a problem, we stay until the job is done.
We're here at CMBD on the campus of Prince George's Community College, and Venkat is doing work for us here. And he's doing a great job. Charles and the team are doing a great job for us. They're working with my Director of Technical Assistance, providing performance work statements so that we can get some of these contractors under contract and do some of the work that we're trying to do here to accomplish our goals and objectives.
The philosophy of Angarai is to drive its business and corporate credo for individual, organizational, and environmental significance. Be responsible corporate citizens to build a society that is progressive, inclusive, and sustainable. At Angarai, excellence is not an act or an accident. It is a habit, and the journey is the reward.
We are confident.
We have a great team. We work together really well.
Angarai has an unparalleled methodology that
will contribute to putting Angarai on a national level.
The key is, I think, that we all recognize that we want to provide the best solution to our clients.
We are looking at ways to not only grow ourselves as a company, but grow other small companies around us.
The passion and excellence within our organization, it just never stops.
To us, excellence is not an act or an accident, but it's a habit. It's part of our DNA.